Wonder Woman 69, and it is G. Willow Wilson writing with Zermanico on the art. So, this is an issue about a town that suddenly wants to have sex. Well, the town doesn't want to have sex. The people in the town want to have lots of sex.
I'm going to start negative because we know I love Zermanico on the art, right? So when this issue started, I thought that the payoff was going to be that Aphrodite was watching a very terrible soap opera or like reality show. And then I got to the page where the reveal is like, no, this town's under the influence of something. I still don't think that excuse that is an excuse for some of the terrible dialogue there. Like, I had big issues with it.
I don't know. I feel like if it's under this influence, they're being all soapy and weird because of the influence. It never really bothered me what the dialogue was.
Connor, did you read this?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I don't really have the problem with it that you do.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Connor's coming out on the positive side of something? Oh.
So we're...
Oh, hold on. I need
basically...
to process this information, Matt. Let's not gloss over this. Connor's being positive.
I can be positive on things. I'm positive on lots of things. Just not shit things.
That's it. I feel like we're divided on Wonder Woman now. But, I mean, I feel like, for the most part, we're still enjoying it. But, like, we both come down on either end.
Yeah, basically everyone in this town, like, is just, all the inhibitions are going away, and it's just anyone they want to have sex with, they're going to have to start having sex with it. And the couple who are, like, breaking up at the start are basically fighting over which one has to stay with the kids. Which is the only fault that Wonder Woman really has. When Wonder Woman comes down and has to intervene, and they're almost at blows, she's like, yeah, I mean, love, do what makes you happy, but that doesn't take away your responsibilities. You still have responsibilities.
But when you say fighting over the kids, they mean which one has to keep the kids, not which one gets the kids.
That's what I said.
Yeah. I
said that.
Did you? I thought you said they were just fighting over the kids.
I said what they were fighting over which one gets stuck with the kids. I mean, that sounds... I think that made it clear.
I ignored half your sentence then, apparently.
Bloody hell.
That's the most Connor thing you can do.
So it's Wonder Woman and Aphrodite and Maggie flying over, and they come down and try and investigate what's going on, and then lots of Cupids show up, and Aphrodite gets control of them for a bit, but then something else, supersedes, and we get her daughter at the end. It's kind of the reveal who's behind all this and what's going on.
Who was hinted early, the Atalantiades.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that name, so I wasn't going to try.
Yeah, you got to read more mythology, Pete. It'll just roll off your tongue.
I'm good.
I will say that my favorite part in this issue, though, was when Wonder Woman comes down and, like, everyone's just kind of living their best life, right? And there's a dude wearing nothing but a guitar, and he's just jamming, right? And then she lands and takes a look at him, and he's just, like, pleased as punch. And then she looks him over, and then she smiles and says, "Far be it from me to judge the desires of others." Just the way that whole thing plays out, it's like, I got a really good laugh out of that. Because of course Diana's not going to judge.
Yeah,
that's not her role.
And then the Cupid babies make a face, and then Diana flies through the face.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. And I love how deep into mythology this is getting, because this is this is next level now.
Yeah.
Because
we all know that the Cupids were Eros. The Cupids are based on Eros, who's the god of love in Greek mythology, and that of course that comes out of Aphrodite, who's the goddess of love, and they're more demigods of love, right, than actual gods.
Yeah.
Either way, but they're not. Yeah, they're not responding to her. They're responding to Atalantiades, who has both male and female.
Yeah, it is also known as Hermaphroditus.
Right, which they talked about early on, right? Yeah. Willow Wilson's been setting this up, so they're both male and female features, and it's interesting that's where that's where the Cupids have, they're no longer listening to Aphrodite, and Wonder Woman is like, well, the longer they stay away from Olympus, the more things change, I think Aphrodite says that.
It's nice in a DC book because it's almost a legacy thing, right?
Yeah.
taking over from the mother.
Yeah.
In this case, I like it. Between this and Aquaman, I'm getting a healthy dose of mythology right now.
Yeah,
it's really good.
I don't know about any of this shit, and I don't particularly care. And I think what's good about the book is that it doesn't feel like it's punishing me because I don't care about it. It's working perfectly fine. Not knowing any of this.
It really. Both Kelly Sue and G. Willow Wilson have made it really, like, if you wanted dive deeper into mythology, it makes the reading that much,
I feel like Kelly Sue's making a point of teaching me more of what's going on here.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Whereas this, it's like, if you happen to know this stuff and know why we're using these names and why these characters are doing what they're doing, that's fine. But if you don't, it doesn't really matter because it's more about the search. It's a search for the rest of the Amazons. It's all the hurdles in place of that. And that's what we're going through. And the actual storytelling is really good, so it doesn't matter that I don't know any of this shit. So
the other part that made me laugh was, I think it was Maggie's the girl's name that's along with him that found the sword, talking about the people, and they're all acting crazy, and then Cadmus looks at her and goes, "Yeah, who be it them or who's it for you to judge when you were like romancing a satyr yesterday?"
She's like, "That's different. I'll bet you $100 if you could explain how."
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That was good.
Cadmus is really growing on me.
No, he's good. So. He's good. He's got sass. There was one point early on when not at the start of the book, but when we first see them flying, there was a speech bubble coming from Cadmus, and I got confused for a second, and I went, "Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Pegasus can talk."
Yeah.
The hell is
also,
wrong with
there's 2 pages that make like silhouettes that I thought was really
the man
cool.
and the woman.
Yeah, and I thought that was really cool, especially foreshadowing for. I gotta look at it to say it. Atlantiades.
Yeah.
Atlantiades. I'll get it. But yeah.
I'm going to call her.
Those were great layouts.
I'm going to call her Auntie.
Auntie.
For sure.
But yeah, no, it's G. Willow Wilson still doing it. Like I missed. I was here for the last one with Giganta, right? It was 2 ago that I missed.
Yeah.
She's made me really like Giganta, this whole mythology stuff. I love when Wonder Woman really leans into it. Like, as much as I like some of the the whole world peace stuff that other authors do, this is really my jam when it comes to Wonder Woman.
Yeah, no, I mean this is essentially the start of the 3rd arc, assuming this is a whole arc and not just like a 2-part or whatever. But like each time a new arc is started, I'm like, okay, what are we doing now? And each time I felt rewarded by the end of the arc. So I'm and the art's great. It's Romanico.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Zero qualms there.
Zero qualms. Yep. Yeah. It's probably less flashy. I think I enjoyed the art and the Giganta stuff a bit more because there was so much epic like fighting giants and like action in that. Whereas this is a very action light issue of the book, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's just it doesn't have the same let's show off what we can do.
I did enjoy when the Cupids looked all demonic.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I also love the way Germanico draws Aphrodite. Like her hair is all wild and out, and
it's like there's always a wind machine.
I just love that take. She always looks majestic.
Yeah. What we rating Wonder Woman 69? And how suitable, by the way, is it the issue with this plot is starting with issue 69? Just I want to put that out there.
Probably intentional.
What are you giving it, Matt?
I'm gonna do this an 8.
Connor?
An 8.5.
I'm gonna go with a solid 8 as well.